But what can we do to change our national psychology?
You are very correct. Nigeria is a very rich country, not only in terms of resources, material resources, but human resources. We have very diverse climate, diverse people in terms of culture, in terms of religion, in terms of attire, in terms of food. Our country is a very rich country. So we know this. The only thing I feel we probably have not given sufficient focus is the fact that this diversity is a major advantage. Take the food you eat as an example. Imagine when you have to eat food that is only proteinous in nature. No fat, no carbohydrates, no trace elements, no water, and all that. You will have malnutrition.
No balance.
It's not balanced. Thank you. Now, if you take that to look at our country, we have all the necessary things for a balanced diet. That is Nigeria. So we are a rich country, we are diverse. We only need to see this diversity as strength, not to divide us. That's one area we have failed to focus on.
Sir, there's a growing consciousness with regards to our emotional intelligence. How do you think that can help us?
Well, emotional intelligence is more of a psychological concept which has to do with a simple ability to know when to do what. For instance, a husband who wants to make a demand on the wife should find what is the best mood to make this demand. Is it when the woman is celebrating her birthday? Is it when the woman has come home very happy and willing to share that she got promotion letter today and all that? Or is it one of those days that she's not very happy? So somebody who has emotional intelligence should be able to read beyond what is obvious to know when to do what. So as a country, we need to apply that even to the concept we raised earlier about diversity. We need to harness the richness of each of the peoples of Nigeria. You know, whether they are from the east, whether from the west. If you watch the cultural dance, during the cultural festivals, in one of such festivals, I was looking at the different, dance troupes, the coloration, the beauty, and the originality. I was proud to be a Nigerian. So, in terms of our national psyche, we need to promote the strength of diversity. Nigerians need to know what we have. They don't look at what we don't have. If there is anything we don't have, I don't know what we don't have. The thing is that we have not focused on our resources. We are looking at things only from one direction. This person is from the north. This person is from the south. This person is from the east. That is not it. We look at what is in the north that can be made richer. What is in the south that somebody in the north does not have and will take from the south, not from another country. What is in the west that can make Nigeria richer? Now, each color coming up, you have beauty. You have harmony. This is what should dominate our psyche. And so our leaders need to think in this way. Those things don't help a country to grow and develop, to compete with other countries. At the international scene, every country literally wants to swallow the other. And so you must build internal cohesion as a people. You must bring in policies that will enhance your best, that will enhance competition, that will enhance objectivity, that will enhance nationhood, a feeling of high sense of citizenship, a feeling to say, this is the only country I have. And I have my brother or my sister from there. In that way, we become what we should be. The world is waiting for Nigeria to take over leadership. Yes.
There's been some studies out there, and a lot of people do believe that Nigerians are just some of the happiest people on earth. We tend to find humor out of tricky situations. What do you think about that from a psychological point of view?
I believe in that study. Nigerians are resilient people. Nigerians Yes, sometimes they can say something, say this, but they have a way of re-strategizing. When hunger becomes an issue, people go to farm. Yeah. When power becomes an issue, people find alternative. We have a way of coping. This is part of our Nigerian scale, if you like. This is part of why we are thick. Yes. If you see Nigerians in any place beyond here, you see them, they excel. It is in our culture. We are brought up to be resilient. We are brought up to look at issues from multiple perspectives. We are brought up to analyze issues before reacting. And these are qualities that you require to live in a divergent society. People who live in divergent societies, many of them, because of this fact of looking at things from different perspectives, they tend to look at things in a, if you like, better way, yes, than others. So you find this played out when you see Nigerians. Yeah. So we are happy people. Sometimes we may have temporary difficulties, and people will shout, criticize the leaders. Of course, to show their views. Yes. But eventually they get around it.
Because Nigerians are a passionate bunch.
Of course, of course.
They're very passionate.
Foreigners come here and they see our values. They see our warmth. They see our sense of forgiveness. They see our sense of accommodation. These silent qualities, we don't seem to amplify them. We need to hide them. They are not commonplaces.
No, they're not.
Yes. So I really call on our fellow citizens to really know that we have been blessed by our Creator, and we should use our blessing to the service of humanity.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a privilege talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, there are approximately 520 languages spoken all across Nigeria, and with an estimated population of 200 million and the growing urbanization of people moving from one place to another, it is inevitable that relationships are formed. And when relationships are formed, some of these relationships lead into marriages. And now I'm talking about intertribal marriages, and one of the features that make us unique as Nigerians. I mean, take it from me, I am a Hausa woman married to a Nupe man. So now we're going to take a piece on intertribal marriages.
The wedding party was a massive hit in cinemas because a lot of Nigerians could relate to not only the wedding drama, but also the intrigues of when two cultures come together. The movie had a happy ending, which is what we all hope for in our multicultural pairings. There is no denying the fact that intertribal marriages have their difficulties and challenges. Regardless, these unions bring an understanding of the different ideologies that each individual is brought up with and how to cohabit peacefully and bring forth a generation of Nigerians that belong to everyone. At the heart of it, every ethnic group has its good and bad, and so also do individuals. Let's try and avoid stereotyping and let every individual be good account of themselves and bring the beauty of diversity to play wherever they are.
One of our famous slogans in Nigeria is "Naija no dey carry last," and that is proper Pidgin language. Pidgin English is a language made up of English and some other language or languages. It is not a full-fledged language, but a simple way of communication that allows people who speak different languages to interact. In Nigeria, though, Pidgin English is used in everyday interaction,
especially in informal settings. Comedians love the flip that pidgin gives them and how one word can be expressed in multiple ways.
Man, I love pidgin English. Just one phrase or exclamation could mean 1,000 things. For example, it could mean, so what? Your life is useless. Hey, you. Now we're talking. This is where the actor dies. This is what we're gonna do. Oh, you a big boy now. So this is what your children do when I'm out. I don't believe you.
Let's hear our views from the street.
Of course I do. I'm a Nigerian.
Yes, very well.
Oh, very, very well. I do speak pidgin very well.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Make I come dey go now.
How far? How una dey now? Hope una dey well.
Waiting they happen now, so how markets?
My favorite pidgin phrase is I done the show.
Yes, you should, because sometimes people express themselves well more in pidgin. Because there are some people that cannot speak the English. So when they start speaking pidgin, they flow well. So I think they should make it official.
Pidgin language should be made official. Yeah, because I think everybody understands pidgin, either from the north, from the south, or from the west. Why?
Because it's already official, safe, unconsciously.
Yes, I do. Because I think people relate better to be pidgin, and then it's easier to communicate with people. I mean, it's quite easier to communicate with people in pidgin.
Of course, if you think about it, it's all about the perfect means of communication, and it also gives us a sense of identity as a nation. So I'm actually an advocate for pidgin English. I know I'm speaking a lot of English, but now we get Nigeria, so that's what's up.
Pidgin is not exclusive to a certain class. Even the upper class of society speak pidgin English.
But Nigeria, now all of us get hammer, and we suppose join hands, make it for better. Anywhere we run, come out, go. Second class citizen will go become there. But when all of us sit down here, we go work together, join hands, and then the sweets. Like my friends, they say about sweets, and no place like home. So we get to sit down for house, make all of us cook the soup. When we cook them, we go sweet well, then we go chop them. But better soup, na money kill them. But not be only say na money kill them. When you want chop soup, way sweet, way hot, na style you go take chop them, and you go get patience well, so that you no go burn your mouth. Because when you burn your mouth, you no go enjoy the taste again. So make our youths, make them cooler, make them enjoy the soup, make them let them cool down, make them cook them well, then make them come let them cool down, come chop them well, thank God.
And our people don't talk say, make we dey recognize pidgin English as part of our languages. You know, say the program will continue after this. Make una continue to dey chill, nothing do una.
Every time the focus shifts on Nigeria as a country, its people are an integral part of it. Here are a minute few that we will celebrate. Wole Soyinka, playwright and poet, the first African to be awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. Chimamanda Adichie, award-winning Nigerian author and member of the prestigious American Academy of Arts and Sciences, and an unapologetic feminist. Seun Adigun, Ngozi Owumere, Akwoma Omeoga, first team of either gender to participate and compete in bobsledding at the Winter Olympics. Josephine Obiajulu Odumakin, International Woman of Courage Award winner for her tireless women's rights activism. She has been involved in over 2,000 cases. Philip Emegwali, 1989 Golden Bell Prize winner for the CM2 and also voted the 35th greatest African by the New African magazine. He is attributed to be an integral part in the creation of the world's fastest computer. Agbani Darego, the first sub-Saharan African and so far the only Nigerian to win the Miss World title. Ahmed Musa, Though we didn't win the World Cup, Ahmed Musa's goal was shortlisted as one of the best of the 2018 World Cup tournament.
The second half. Great ball, Musa! Great running by Victor Moses. And the finish, well, speaks.
Low-cost technologies to help local farmers produce more crops and increase their sales. The Nigerian, strong, tireless in service and pursuit, vibrant spirit, a democrat and a proud patriotic citizen of our country, Nigeria. Drill monkey is one of Africa's rarest primates, and drills are found only in a small part of Africa, in Cameroon and Nigeria between the Senegal and Cross Rivers, and on the island of Bioko, part of Equatorial Guinea. Drills are large monkeys weighing as much as 40 kg, with females weighing significantly less. In reality, drills are shy animals, but their pitch black faces, surrounded with white fringe, light up with a green known as the appeasement green, usually accompanied with their head swaying back and forth. Drills use it in both calm and tense situations. Males also grin and smack their lips at females that are potential mates. Overhunting and habitat loss are the drill's two biggest pressures that put drills in danger of getting extinct. It is our responsibility as Nigerians to make sure we leave a conservation legacy for the world.
Now, talking about everybody's favorite thing. I know that when I say item number 7, as a true Nigerian, you know what I'm talking about. Let's look at some of our favorite foods from across Nigeria.
In every society, food is at the heart of it all, and Nigeria is no different. When a child is born, hot pepper soup across many cultures in Nigeria is used to warm the belly of the mother, and the list goes on. During milestones in the life of a Nigerian and the country Nigeria as a whole, food finds its place. We offer a uniquely prepared version for the gods. We offer to our friends and colleagues alike. We use it in friendly international rivalry, as it is with the infamous Jollof Wars between Nigeria and Ghana. Most importantly, food is an icebreaker, as one of the best ways to identify with a person's culture is to eat their delicacies. So when you see a northern individual doing justice to a plate of sumptuous amala and ewedu mixed with gbegiri and supported by goat's meat, or a southern individual wash down a delicious bowl of gote with kununzaki, or someone from the east sweating after a plate of starch and sizzling banga soup, or the westerner put forth yam and palm oil in their proper place, just smile and remember that it can't be any other way but the Nigerian way.
We can never celebrate Nigeria enough, and we can never celebrate the FCT enough. But of course, the most important part of it is you, the Nigerians, who make it extra, extra special. This is all we have for today, and as usual, I know you had a wonderful time with me. I am Maimuna Ummi Ibrahim. Join me, same time, same station. Odabo, se Anjima, se Kada.
Everywhere we go, hey, people always ask us. People always ask us. Ooh.
I will use the bridge because change begins with me.
Oga driver,